them had the same amount of money, and I don't want to mention their names. One was a musician, a secular musician, a secular artist, and the other one was a banker. And the secular artist guy decided to use his money to do pubs and restaurants and stuff like that. And they both had the same amount of money. And the other guy, who was a banker, started Zenith Bank with the same money. And then in 20 years, the one that used the money to go into bars and restaurants rather is poor. And the one that went into banking rather is rich. And a lot of the wealth of Zenith Bank has to do with real estate. They give a lot of mortgage for buildings. And the one who used the money to buy restaurant that was popular 20 years ago, will it be popular today? Never. Never. So a foolish idea is the one that seems to be attractive in the short term. A wise idea is the one that seems to be attractive in the long term. And if you don't have a long-term eye, you are usually going to blow money away. Long term, 10 years from now. If your eyes cannot see 10 years from now, you may be making the wrong decisions. And the same applies to marriage. If your eyes cannot see 10 years from now, you may marry somebody you would never ever should have tried. Because your eyes cannot see. Your eyes can only see 2 years, 1 year, boyfriend, girlfriend. But when we change the narration to a man who will take care of your children, you realize that this guy can be a good boyfriend, but cannot be a father. Then the discussion changes. So in the same way, when you are buying land, you are buying building, in the short run, it may look like you are finding huge money to buy something. But in the long run, you are going to make a lot of money. Why? Because the value and the price of buildings will go up. It will go up. Number 2, why must you consider real estate business? Because real estate business is a booming business. I'll explain why this is important. When we say a business is a booming business, it means the number of people who are investing in that dimension of business keep increasing year after year. It's a booming business. So there are businesses that are declining because there are fewer and fewer people entering that area. But then on the other side, there are businesses that are now rising because many more people are entering into that area. So if you look at the sales of TVs, all right, normal TVs, the sales of the normal cameras, you realize that these businesses are going down because there are now highly powered TVs, LEDs, that have come to replace the normal etikopo. You get that? But there are still manufacturing industries that are producing etikopo, but their businesses are declining because the net of consumption is coming down. But on the other side, when you look at real estate, more and more people are entering into it. So as more and more people are entering into it, it is becoming a lucrative network of business. Number 2, as more and more people are entering into it, the major communities are going to become urbanized. And when areas are becoming urbanized, real estate will be needed more and more in those areas. Let me explain. So let's say 10 years ago, Accra, even though Accra was still important, Accra was not as important as it is now. Because from 10 years ago to now, 2013 till now, we've had a lot of people move to Accra. Now, those who have moved to Accra, where will they stay? Those who have moved to Accra, where will they work? So people who are into the real estate industry realize that the more they put up buildings in Accra, the more it will be able to accommodate for the population that is coming to Accra. So there is a ready market for it. And Accra is also where all the work is. I mean, Accra produces almost 90% of the revenue of the whole Ghana. So you can imagine. So you have airports, you have schools, you have hospitals, you have ultra-modern markets, you have shopping malls, you have shops, and all these are real estate businesses. Whoever put up a hospital is into real estate, except that he's providing medical service. Yes. Whoever put up a school is into real estate, except that he's providing educational service. Whoever puts up a hotel is into real estate, except that he's providing what? A recreational service. So the real estate is the building that is put up. The service could be anything different in it. Yeah. So many more people are moving to Accra. And because many more people are moving to Accra, if you are wise and you have a building in Accra, you are going to make a lot of money. Remember that the rent, almost like a law in Accra, is going to be increased by 100 cedis every year. It's almost like a law. No, I don't know who wrote that law, but it's working and it's strong and it's tangible. And so if you are paying rent at 500 and you say, I will live here for 5 years, it means by the time you live there, you are paying rent at what? 1,000 Ghana. Same house, same size, same room, same location. The person may not even have painted the place, but you will pay. Because if you decide to check out right now, there's somebody who is ready to pay it. That's Accra. So it's a booming business. Because many people are entering into that area, there are also a lot of mortgage, a lot of loans, a lot of funding to support people who want to go into real estate. So if you are looking for money to do business, and you think you want to do a business that you can easily get help from the bank, consider real estate. They will give you the money right now. Because they know it's a lucrative business. Because they know it's a new business, it's a new place. And because it's a new place, many people will enter into it. And the more people enter into it, the more competitive it becomes. The more competitive it becomes, the more the prices go higher. The more the prices go higher, the more customers or consumers will pay more for it. May God give you wisdom in the name of Jesus. Yeah, it's a booming business. And I pray that for the next 50 years, it will be going up and up and up and up and up. So you are considering a business to enter into, consider real estate. You may not have had 700,000, 800,000 to buy a land in Accra. Go beyond Accra. That's all. Who are you competing with? Go beyond Accra. Start buying lands in Central region, Eastern region, Volta region. Over time, you will see the value. And start now. Start now. Start now. Number 3, why you must consider real estate business, because of cash flow. So literally cash flow is cash that is flowing, okay? When all expenses are taken out, the real money you are getting is what we call cash flow. So if you are into real estate or you are planning to go into real estate, remember that apart from the money you spend on putting up the facility, which may also come from a loan or a mortgage, you're actually spending nothing of your own money, technically. As you renovate the place, who is paying for it? the tenants.